It is an active afternoon here in central Georgia. I said it just before the break. We have tornado watch on the way, and that has now been issued. So this red polygon you see here, we're working on getting the counties right now, but I can already tell you off the top of my head, that's going to include Taylor, Macon, Dooley, Crisp, Pulaski, and Wilcox included within that. And the reason why is because these red boxes down here, these are, I guess you could call them somewhat unexpected tornado warnings. We knew they were going to be possible. I didn't think we necessarily bought into that solution, but now we're seeing that, and that is moving towards central Georgia. So let's get to it and talk about what's going on right now. Back up here, we've got rain in some spots, thunder in a few spots down near Eastman, McRae. Everything we have in central Georgia right now is not severe. This is transitioning now from wave 1 to wave 2, as we talked about all morning. But what we've got down here to the southwest are these 3 tornado warnings now north of the Dothan area. This one here, that's just south of the George Reservoir, south of Eufaula. That's moving in towards the Cuthbert area. This had a confirmed tornado on it. I'm curious to see if that confirmed. Yes, so it's still confirmed there. But then over towards Dothan, another storm with a tornado warning, and then over towards the Jack area in Alabama, a shower with a tornado warning. There's not even lightning associated with that. So change of the script from what we were planning on earlier. Going to watch these handful of tornado warnings as they move down to the south. So if you are in Dooley County, Crisp County, Pulaski, Wilcox, honestly into Dodge, be sure to have a way to get warnings this afternoon, because I have a feeling we're going to be dealing with that. Elsewhere across the southeast, you see storms galore up in northern Alabama, watching for more development back into Alabama here in short order. So a level 3 severe weather day for most of us. Level 4, Taylor, Macon, Dooley, Crisp counties. Now I want to point this out. We'll go tornadoes, winds, and large hail in just a moment, but that is going to be for the overnight wave is the general thinking. So there's the tornado threat, those black hash marks indicative of potentially strong tornadoes at times. Same with the wind, potentially 75 plus, and then the hail outlook, we're still looking at a fairly significant hail threat there. So I want to bring in meteorologist Jordan West. Jordan, you've been tracking the latest on the timing as to what to expect this afternoon with these threats and into the overnight hours.
That's right, and as you said earlier, things are constantly evolving, constantly changing. This is a very hard forecast to get a timing on, but it looks like the graph model did just update on what's going to happen, and it's kind of lingering towards consistent storms as we head towards the afternoon. So this is right now, and again, don't look at the timings on this thing because it's all up in the air really, but nevertheless, it looks like we are going to see those consistent storms move in from the west even as we head towards the afternoon now, which is different from earlier this morning, because earlier it was like, okay, we'll see one wave, we'll get a little bit of a break, and then we'll see another wave. Well, now it seems to be a little bit more consistent, as I said before. This is 4 p.m. now today. Still seeing those storms come in from the west, mostly for our southern region, as we've been saying all morning long. And then as we move into 8 p.m., that's when we might get a break again. Don't look at the timings on this because it could change, especially as we head into the overnight hours. And then by 9 p.m., we're looking a little bit more on the clearer side, even as we head into the early morning hours tomorrow, because the storms that we see today will have a huge impact on what we see tomorrow. Nevertheless, it looks like some storms are still in the forecast for Thursday and potentially as well as we head into Friday. And in terms of that tornado potential, the darker colors is where we see the highest potential, and it looking to be towards 3 p.m. this afternoon, where you see that red there. And again, that's for our southern counties. Similar situation as we head into 6 p.m. and then that starts to change a little bit. Overall, that tornado threat will be there, as well as those strong wind gusts and hail. I'm gonna take it back to Alex for the 7-day.
Yeah, Jordan, that's right. We're going to be watching it all afternoon and into the evening hours, because as you were alluding to, that's one model run that we do have some, kind of confidence in, but we're going to be watching it closely. It's very much a nowcasting thing. So 80 going to be the high today, 83 tomorrow, and then we're into the 90s for Father's Day weekend. 90 on Friday, 91 on Sunday, a 40% chance of rain there, back into the 80s next week. Wanya?